we're set to get started here with Hannah Bebar and Claire Hutton. We will go ahead and open up straight to questions for these two. Paula?
Paula Maruri, Tentenay, San Francisco, California. I spoke with Emma about building identity on Friday. Regardless of the result, as players, what do you know about today's game that you want to contribute, in the future and the process of building that identity? And I do have a follow-up. Thank you.
Yeah, I think in building our identity, we're going to go through bumps in the road, but I really love the energy that we brought even when we were 2 players down. Like, you could feel it out there, and I think across the board we had belief in, I think in this league anything could happen, and you have to be ready for any scenario, even as crazy as today. And so building that identity, it's building that belief in each other, belief in our staff, and I think that grows each week.
And also let's talk about the emotions, how important it was to connect with your fans. This is the last home game before the international break. Next game is going to be with Orlando away. How important was to have that communication with your fans and they were supporting you all the time? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's super special to play in this area, San Francisco Bay Area. The fans always show up, show out, and to hear them cheering after we went a man down, then 2 men down, and throughout the whole 90-plus minutes was helpful for us. And just to know that we have that support behind us keeps us going, keeps us moving, keeps us running. And it's always bigger than yourself when you're out there. It's for the community, it's for each other, it's for the emblem on the front, and it's also for the city. So just being able to have these moments with the fan, and even if you lose, win, tie, draw, whatever it is, like being able to connect with them and know that we appreciate them showing up, staying there the entire game, it really means the world to us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We do have a question on the Zoom. Marco, go ahead.
Marco DeCarlo, Bay Area Sports Route. Claire, what is said when you guys do go down 2 players when Sturm takes the red card, and how proud are you guys that you were able to keep composure and not let the officiating affect you guys the rest of the game, as you guys still were able to create chances offensively? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, the second red was given, I think, at the 63rd minute, so just looking up and knowing that we had about 30 minutes left was a lot, and I think just getting on the same page, knowing we want to stay tight, stay compact, was the number one. The main message was, let's not drop points, or let's at least get something out of this. Unfortunately, we didn't, but just showing the grit that we had to keep fighting and keep creating chances, even after a goal was scored on us, was huge. And obviously, we don't want to let that first one in, but if we can continue working, continue making sure that we're staying together, knowing our triggers to when we're supposed to step, when we're supposed to stay, it's just going to keep growing. And again, another experience for us is just going to help us in our careers and help us as a team get better, and figuring out how that communication needs to flow from each line needs to get better, but there's no better experience than being right and thrown in the deep end of it.
All right, any other questions? Brian?
So today seemed to be, even before the first red card, and then on into it, seemed to be played with a lot of kind of almost their passes, just kind of passes that I don't know if it was playing slow today or what. And it was, I mean, is that just kind of fatigue playing the three games in 9 days, or is that just kind of like something that you got to look at each other and say we're going to do better next week?
What do you mean by almost their
like
passes?
Passes that are just not quite getting to the person, and like the first red card was a pass that kind of didn't get anywhere near the intended target. It looked like was picked off, and then caused the emergency play that got the red card. But I mean, unintentional. But how do you do better with those? The dot to dot connections, and the aggressive play first to the ball, all of that, the stuff that Emma's talking to us about all the time.
I mean, it's just technical execution at the end of the day, and it's, like you said, cleaning it up. We're working on it week in, week out, and nobody's perfect. People are going to make mistakes. That happen. So it's how can we make less mistakes? How can we capitalize on our moments that we do connect? Because then we did get into the final third many times, and we did have a lot of combination plays getting to final third, but every team has almost incomplete passes. If every pass was perfect, would it really be that fun to watch because you wouldn't have moments. So this is a game of soccer. It's a beautiful game. It's an ugly game. It's a hard game. Not everyone's a professional soccer player for a reason. We're out here grinding every day, and we're going to back each other up. So it's a game of love, and we're just going to keep competing every day.
And I guess the second part of that is that even with the way the first part of this season has gone, a little up, a little down, some points lost, points gained, like 6 points out of fourth in a home game in that first round of the playoffs. Do you just at this point kind of look at it, obsess over the video, see the things that you can change and do better, and then come back out in July and say, okay, we're not doing those things again and we're cleaning them up?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best part of it is we're not halfway technically games-wise, so it's like, I know with the break it kind of signifies that halfway, but like we have so many points to pick up on the back end and we're only getting stronger, I think, as a group. Now, is that showing in the last couple of results? Not necessarily, but it's the process that we're focused on. And I think, we have really quality players. We have a really, strong coaching staff who supports us, that like it's not a matter of looking at what we've missed. It's about going forward in the next game. And yes, we're going to watch film. We do the same methods every week. But I honestly think that we're like stepping in the right direction despite the results.
Hannah, just talk a little bit about that last shot you took right before the final whistle. And how did it feel when you were taking?
Yeah, well, I mean, Claire had boxed someone out. I don't even know, last ditch, and I just saw the opportunity and like watching it kind of skim the top. You know what? For a second, I thought I was going in. For a second, I did.
Same.
Yeah. So I think it's just, I really think in the second half, despite being 2 people down, like we had dangerous chances. We had multiple shots on goal, and I don't think you can say that for a lot of teams that have gone down like that. Besides that Portland-Seattle game this year where Portland ended up winning. I don't know if anyone watched that. That was crazy. But like, I think when you can leave a game being 2 men down and almost scoring multiple times in the second half, I think that's something to be positive about. But yeah, for a half second, I thought it was going in, but then, you know what? The ref blew the whistle, and I was just like, okay, next one.
All right, we have another question on the Zoom. Harold, go ahead. Harold, you there? Got a question for us?
Maybe Harold's not there.
All right, we're gonna move on. Anybody else have a question in the room? Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, question could be for either of you. I just want to talk about Taylor Huff's goal that was called offside. Just what did you guys kind of see on that play and that led to the decision?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great combination play and good to see our front line working off of each other. It was unfortunate that the offsides was called. I think it was Cree just a hair offsides, and she didn't touch the ball, but I think it was an effect of the play. It happens again. Like, it's unfortunate, but just to see some of that quality come out and an opportunity like that be able to come into play and create itself was really nice to see, and I think it did give us some momentum. Obviously, you never want a goal taken away, but knowing that we were able to play off of each other, find those up back throughs, and we have just a great front line. Cree's such a good hold-up 9, one of the best in the world, and just the way that Taylor's able to sneak through the back line and dribble, slither into space. It's so impressive. So now it's just about how we can build off of that and create more opportunities similar to that.
All right. Well, that is it for us today, and we will be back in action in Orlando on Friday.